No, you skeptical Selly. No, you low testosterone, beta fueled, soy latte drinking cuck. Take off your skeptical glasses. This is not a clickbait video. I am dumping all my crypto. I am selling everything. We are going to crash. 90% of people are going to leave in massive losses. And if you do not pay attention to this video, if you do not listen to me in this video, heck, you could ignore every other video on the super high quality, top of the line, #1 investing source channel on all of YouTube. You can ignore everything else on this perfect channel. You can ignore all my perfect calls that are always right. And if you just watch this one video, your chances of leaving an actual profit and actually leaving here alive are going to skyrocket. And if you don't take this video to heart, you can do everything right this entire bull run that's starting right now. You can get on this pump. You could have bought in November like we did and already be up 10x. You're still going to lose all your money. I can almost guarantee it. Because while I don't think crypto is going to crash tomorrow, I think we're about to enter a massive bull run. It is going to crash. Everyone's going to lose all their money like they always do. This is not like a different bull run. This is not like a different mixtape where everybody gets out in the end. This isn't like the final movie in a horror trilogy where no one dies at the end. Everybody finally like gets out and beats the villain. No, everyone's going to get slaughtered at the end of this. I've taken so many polls, and on average, 85% of people, despite getting in massive gains, if you bought any time this last year, you're in big gains right now. Despite getting in massive gains, lose with huge losses. And of those 15% of people that get out, only about 5% of those 15, so 1/3 of those 15, we're having to do math here. I know you guys don't like that. Just butt plug some Xanax, calm down. But even of those people that leave in profit, only a small percent leave in noticeable profit. Most people just barely get out of the casino alive. So what I, the most woke, the golden god of crypto, empty house, PG, family friendly, you know who the f I am. I don't need to announce myself. I'm very famous, as you are aware. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm actually going to get serious with you guys because we need to have a talk because everyone's about to start getting really drunk here in crypto. We're about to enter a bull run. Everyone's about to make a lot of money. Then they're all going to lose it again, including you. And so I want to help you. This is the most important video I can ever make for you because I'm not only going to show you how and when you should be looking to exit this market and make it extremely likely you leave here with your shirt on, but I'm also going to show you what to do with the money so that you don't lose it. Most people in crypto don't exit at the right time, and if you don't exit and you don't know what you're looking at, you just lose all your money. And then even the people that do exit at the right time, they put the money in the wrong places and then they still lose all their money because they don't have any financial literacy. They got lucky with coins and then they think they're a smart person. No, if you make a lot of money in crypto, you are still an absolute you are stupid. You are booger eating levels. The fact that you are here shows you are just a lower form of life. You're like a person at a Lizzo concert. You are just lost. You are sitting there watching a woman play a flute with her butt. That's the type of person you are. And so please, I beg of you, look, in this channel, we have nailed so many calls since November. We're already way up all the coins we picked. Super up 10x, Beam up 10x, all the AI coins up 10, 5x, all about to pump again. Buying is, at this point, is so easy. Succeeding here is so easy. All you have to do is just not mess up this part. And if you're just getting into the bull right now, you're late. You're kind of like a guy getting to a gangbang 3 hours late. It's going to be sloppy. Wherever you look, wherever you jump into, it's probably already going to kind of be a mess, but you know, you got to get in there somehow. But for real, you just have to apply this video. So what I want to talk about in this video is what's about to happen in the bull. That's probably what you're most interested in. You're probably interested in coins I'm looking at too and where I think it's going to pump. I'm going to subtly mention those in this video. If you pay close attention, I'll talk about what I'm looking at. Because I know you guys just come to this channel and want to pound low microcap coins without any thought or doing any of your own research. Because of that, I hate you. So I'm just going to put my little coin picks and what I'm looking at very subtly in videos, so only the people that have an attention span past that of a goldfish and can make it through these videos know what I'm looking at. So yeah, I'll talk about what I think is about to happen, but then we need to start talking about what selling is going to need to look like in this bull run. The first thing I'm going to show you is when not to sell, because a lot of times if you're new here, or this is your first couple of years in crypto even, you're going to have all these times you think, oh, it's time to sell, I'm panicking. And if you sell these times, you're going to lose all your gains and you're just going to jump back in and then get bukkakied with losses. It's not going to work well. And then we're going to talk about the big thing, when you should start looking to sell. And on this channel, we're going to start talking about this 6 months out. I think we're going to go well into 2025 with this bull run. And you need to have a crystal clear idea of what you need to be looking at when you need to start selling. And then finally, what I want to talk about with you most is where you should put that money and how you should be viewing the money you're making in crypto. People don't understand proper financial management. It's going to be boring, it's going to be tedious, but this is going to save your life. Because what happens is people get rich in crypto and then they get poor again. Even if they win in crypto, they end up poor again. You only want to get rich once. If you make it in crypto right now, you make a few $1,000,000, you make a few $100,000, you want to be able to set yourself up and you don't want to have to make that money again. You don't want to look back 3 years from now and be poor all over again. And even the people that leave in massive profit in crypto, that is what happens to them. They're like professional athletes, but even more fucking stupid. Because unlike a professional athlete that knows they're a fucking idiot, you've made a little bit of money and now you think you're smart. And there's nothing worse, nothing more dangerous than a with money who thinks he's smart. That person is going to be broke in a week. You must avoid that. So without further ado, let's begin. On top of that, if you want to see when to start thinking about selling, what to start thinking about buying, follow me on Twitter at ZSSBecker. I'm not going to have time to make these videos whenever I see something happen in the market. I'm going to sit down and transcribe a 30-minute video for you. It's just going to happen. And the only places you're going to see where I'm thinking about that quickly is on Twitter at ZSSBecker. The shit post in there is also, So let's dive into it. So look, let's talk about what's happening right now and what's about to happen. It's really simple. I think we're going to see something kind of similar to the last bull run. And I think we're looking at the point where the market flips from fear or neutrality to greed. We're not in greed. Okay. The search volumes, the amount of people in crypto right now, the people watching crypto videos, retail, nobody's here. You have to understand that this price right here, this is extremely similar price to when we were right here last bull run. Okay. At 12, 10, 15,000. People didn't start talking about Bitcoin last bull run until we were clearly busting about 20,000. Even then, the euphoria didn't start until about 30,000. We're probably not going to see euphoria and craziness happening until we've at least crossed a 90K Bitcoin. So you might be thinking, oh, crypto's getting really hot again. But outside of the micro bubble that is crypto Twitter, no one's talking about Bitcoin. If you go ask any normal person right now, what's the price of Bitcoin? They don't know. If Bitcoin's about to cross all-time high, nobody knows that. Nobody's talking about it. If we go and look at Solana or other coins, if you ask people what's Solana doing, they go, what the hell is Solana? So you have to understand this is before the euphoria starts. And I think people are about to get drunk. So what is going to happen right here? It's going to be the same thing that happened last bull run. Let me give you a synopsis. Trump's probably going to win the election. Market's probably going to go nuts. What's going to happen is we're probably going to see the same exact kind of blow off top market go into 2025. What's going to happen is Bitcoin is probably going to jump to 90, 80, 95K to 100K, and people are going to start getting really excited. And it's probably going to hover around 100K-ish, and then we're going to see altcoins go absolutely wild, just like we did last bull run. You need to understand that when we are looking at crypto markets, everything revolves around Bitcoin like the sun. So when I talk about Bitcoin, I'm not so much talking about investing in Bitcoin. I'm talking about using Bitcoin as a North Star of what phase of the market we're in and how other coins are going to behave, because they all behave relevant to Bitcoin. So what's going to happen is we're going to see Bitcoin pop up to 80, 100K-ish right here. It's going to mimic this behavior right here. We're going to see people then rotate their money into the top 10, 25 coins. Solana, AVAX, maybe even Cardano. I don't have time for cuckold jokes today. Serious video. All right. We're purely talking about physics and science in this video. They're going to rotate in the top 10 coins. Then they're going to rotate into mid cap and lower cap coins. Those markets are going to be probably meme coins, AI coins, and gaming coins. Those are likely the most likely to pump. That's why we're always talking about Super. That's why we're always talking about Destra. And there's a few really crispy meme coins I'm getting into, but I'm not going to mention them on the channel quite yet. You're just going to have to follow me at ZSSBecker if you want to see those. I'm working with a few other clever people. There's actually going to be some really cool stuff there soon, but you got to be following me on Twitter for that. I try to keep just a slight air of professionality on YouTube. Twitter's just where I take my shirt off and I'm running around in the thong, speaking in demonic tongues. It's a great dumpster fire over there. You got to follow me there. It's great. But what's going to happen is then all of our little mid-cap micro coins are going to pump super duper hard, and then they're going to cool off. Mid-caps are going to cool off, and Bitcoin's going to make another run probably to 110, 120, maybe even $150,000. That's going to be the blow-off top mark, and then Bitcoin's going to slowly decline, just like it's doing right here, and then we're going to see all of our mid-caps. Then we're going to see all the top coins make their final rise. Okay, so at about this time right here, this is when Ethereum, Solana, everything started pumping super hard because all the money was leaving Bitcoin and going to those. Then we're going to see those start to dip, and all the money is going to do one final huge run into micro, mid caps, and meme coins and everything like that, and then it's probably going to be over. I don't think we're going to see another double top like last run. I think we're just going to see one calamity, big boom like the 2017 bull run. That's what's going to happen in my eyes. That's what we're looking for. So first thing we want to talk about, we're going to use these charts right here roughly to describe when we're going to start wanting to exit this bull run. So what you need to understand on a bull run is that there's probably going to be one huge cataclysmic dump before we go to the first Bitcoin pump mark, okay? So 36K right here, in my opinion, kind of represents the 80, 90K mark in Bitcoin. And I think we're really going to see our first dump after Trump wins the election. Everybody's preparing for the market to pump, that everybody's going to kind of get a little bit scared, okay? And so I think we're going to see our first dump then. Rule number one of these bull runs, just rule number one, and this might not be true, because you have to understand when we're working with these bull runs, at this point, what we want to do is we want to use general rules of thumb because they're the best thing we got. People are going to tell you they're reading the markets. They can predict the markets. They're doing all sorts of TA based on Bitcoin history, doing this and that. They can predict it. They cannot. They cannot. Anybody telling you this, any channel is telling you this, they are idiots. All you can do in bull runs is just have a basic, somewhat rule of thumb. What is this? Yes, get out of here. Lego is just getting the most killer advertisement ever on this video. Yes, get out of here. Okay, I'm not trying. Get out of here, Lego. We're not trying to advertise Legos on this channel. Coin market cap. This is AIDS. I'm going to start using CoinGecko. Lego is getting like $10,000 worth of free advertising right now. And there's nothing I can do about it. Fuck you, Lego. All you're good for is laying over the ground and messing up people's feet. Regardless, what we're going to do instead of trying to predict the market and act like we can actually read this thing, because no one can. If they could, they'd be cataclysmically rich. I'm going to tell you something. The people making YouTube videos and giving you trading tips and then offering access to their trading groups, they're not stupidly rich. Why? Because they're not good at trading. At least not good enough to make hundreds of millions of dollars by reading the market like a book. So let's admit that we are idiots. And the best thing we can do is use idiot rules. The first idiot rule is don't sell the first dump when we get into turbo greed. As soon as we cross 90K or something like that, we're going to get into turbo greed. And we're going to see all the search volume and YouTube view volume for Bitcoin and crypto skyrocket. Okay, so last bull run, for example, on my channel, I could upload a video of me rubbing lotion on my feet. And past the obvious benefit of that, I mean, some people would really like that video. It would get 600, 700, 800,000 views. A really good indicator of where we are in the market is search volume and views on YouTube. It just basically is. When you start seeing that, that's when things are getting hot. Things are not hot right now. If you look at every other crypto YouTube channel, they're only getting like 50,000 views a video. And you know, the most woke and myself, I'm still getting hundreds of thousands of views per video. Why? Because I'm extremely famous. I clearly shoot the most high quality videos. My calls are absolutely perfect. And as Nancy Pelosi has said and stated about me, I'm the best motherfucker, the greatest of all time. You're lucky I take time of my day to share my wisdom with you. You were not born with the God-given talent that I have, but I'm here to share it with you. That's why the views are still here. That being said, when the crypto bull run is going, this channel is likely going to be getting 600, 800,000 views per video. We're going to see smaller channels getting hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views per video. That's when things are hot. But that doesn't mean things are going to crash right away. Contrary to popular belief, when people get right in turbo bullish and bull runs, it just keeps being bullish and keeps going up. People are going to constantly say the whole entire market's bullish. Everyone's bullish, so I'm going to be bearish. That doesn't always apply. And so rule number one is don't sell the first dip. And that's the only rule we're really going to use. You might want to try and overcomplicate and try and time these swings. No, we're not doing any of that. We've bought down here. Okay, we've gotten in right here in these markets. We bought in November in altcoins. That was the ultimate best time to get into altcoins, AI gaming coins. We've gone into Solana, Bitcoin at some really good prices, around $100 Solana, which is nothing compared to where we could have gotten an entry. I did mess up that entry. But we have good prices on those. All we have to do is just chill out and survive this first dip, because it's going to be really scary, because you're going to see your portfolio make a lot of money here really soon. And then you're going to be terrified. You're not going to be sleeping, especially if you're new here. If you're like me or other people that have been around here for 5+ years, your soul is already dead inside. You feel no pain. You feel no emotions. You feel no happiness. You just see numbers go up and down. Your soul was destroyed last bull run. Now, when do we want to start thinking about selling? As soon as after this first big dip, and then we see it rise up again, probably around 90, 100K Bitcoin, this is when we want to start exiting the market. This is when everything's going to get super hot. Everyone's going to start losing their mind. Now, here's the thing I want you to understand. You are not going to leave at maximal profit. Our goal is not to even come close to leaving maximal profit. We're probably going to leave 50% on the table. That is fine. What we're going to do is we're going to see this first dip happen right here. We're going to see altcoins and everything go wild, and we're going to see people say the market's dead. Then Bitcoin's going to pump super hard right here, and we're probably going to look for Bitcoin start leveling out. Okay, it's going to start leveling out kind of like this, and we're going to see mid caps and micro caps go wild. That's when we're going to start exiting those coins. And by the way, if you're watching this channel, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. If around this time you start seeing people saying, "Oh, Becker's selling coins or he's dumping on you," yes, you I want to leave this market in profit just like you. This is when I'm going to probably dump. I'm telling you 6 months in advance. So when I dump all over your face, don't be sitting here like, oh, Becker told me to get in and then he pumped and dumped on me. No, I sat here and told you exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to announce it either. I'm just going to start selling because guess what? I'm here to make money just like you. I'm not here to hold your bags to zero or escort you to Valhalla. As soon as this gets up here, everyone's going to start pushing each other off. You're going to start dumping all over me. Trust me, this entire year, you guys have been dumping bags on me while I've held, and I've told you to hold. But again, I want to state, every other channel on YouTube is gonna be like, oh, we're all gonna exit together and get out together. No, we're not. In crypto, your profits come from blood. Your profits come from other people's losses. People are going to have to buy up here, and we are looking to sell, and all the money we're gonna make comes from all the people losing their money right here. That's how crypto works. That's how this works. This isn't WAGME, this is PvP. And so as much as I want you to succeed here, as much as I want you to win, I'm not going down with the boat and holding your bags. I'm not going to make some big exit sign and then wait for everybody to exit the market and then take profits. I'm going to take profits around these points aggressively. So I don't want to hear it 6 months from now, 4 months from now, when I do exactly what I'm saying. And then the idiots start to get mad at me for selling my coins, which is the point of crypto. Do not be ashamed. Do not be talked into. Do not be pressured. Do not fall into the cult climate that's going to happen at this point where people are like, hold your coins, and they make fun of you. Last bull run, when I talked about selling my coins nearest around the top, the amount of insults and rage that I got and mockery was just out of this world. This last year when I've been posting, people have been making fun of me saying, oh, it's the top, be bearish, be bearish, be bearish. You're going to see the exact same opposite thing happen at the top here. Everyone's going to be bullish. Everyone in the comments is going to be insulting me if I even mention that we could be topping out. So again, I'm telling you what's going to happen right here. We're going to wait for the pump in mid cap and altcoins right here, and then we're going to start exiting. Now, what's probably going to happen is what I'm referencing is about this point right here. This is not the blow off top. Bitcoin probably is going to run to 120, 150,000 in my opinion. I'm not waiting for that because I don't care. We got in right here. Or if you're getting in the altcoins right now, particularly mid caps, AI coins, gaming coins, some particular meme coins, you have really great entries. We don't want to go for maximal exit. That's what you do if you get in late. You have to play all these really risky games. We're not playing a risky game here. We're just going to slowly start exiting the market. And what we're going to try and do when it happens and goes like this or like this, okay, so we're selling at this midpoint right here, is we're going to try and exit kind of in a wave. So we're going to exit, 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 exit. Okay, so we're going to probably average around these 2 points right here. No, this is not maximal profit, but it's a lot of profit, which is more than 95% of people in crypto leave with. Then what we're going to do at this point in time, when we're taking all the profits out here, the bull run's probably still going to have all sorts of really fast pumpy coins. We're going to take most of our pot out, we're going to put 10% in, and we're going to gamble with that for the remainder of the bull run. You can make a lot of money doing that. For example, in last generation's bull run right here, I put in a solid chunk of coins at this point and made a lot of money in gaming with a small chunk of my portfolio. So what we do is we remove most of our risk, but we still keep gambling. We still keep playing the game, but we're going to take our money and run at this point midway. So that's how we're going to exit. Now, here's the thing that I want to pass on to you. And here's probably the best thing I can ever teach you on this channel. And it's a really, really simple lesson. Most people in crypto did not get this last run. They did the complete opposite of this, and they don't have any of their money from last run. They lost all their money. They all went to hell. You need to realize when you take money in these bull runs, you have not made money because you are smart or you're a talented investor. You don't suddenly have some ability to invest well. You invested in a crypto bull run while it was going up, which is the easiest thing in the world to do. You can buy almost anything and make giant amounts of money. You can buy mid caps and smartly and make so much money. But that doesn't mean you're smart. It means you caught onto the wave, which is extremely easy to do in crypto. What you need to do at this point is you need to cool off. Take your money, take it out. I don't care what you do with it. Do not invest it again for a couple months, or don't invest it at least like I'm about to describe. Take that money out. If you just need to let it sit in a bank account and collect money from the money markets, that's fine. You need to let it cool off because you're going to be way too high. Your dopamine is going to be skyrocketed. You're going to be willing to throw money just about anything. You'll have a big bunch of cash and you'll just be ready to YOLO it, YOLO it, YOLO it because that's what you've been doing for the past 6 months. No, take a chill pill. If you still need to gamble, put that 10% of your winnings back into the market. Then what you want to do is what I suggest doing. This is so boring. If you're not good at financial management, aka you have not been investing at 5 to 8% returns for the past 5 years or decade of your life, just get a good financial manager and have them invest your money in the most boring, stable ways possible in a very diversified portfolio. Why do we want to do this? Because in crypto, there is potential to make a lot of money very quickly, but there's also massive potential to lose all your money very quickly, and also in all terms of investing. And again, you don't know what you're doing. And you do not want to make all this money and then lose all of it and have to do it all over again, because the odds of you doing this again in crypto are very small. You only want to get rich once, and getting rich takes a lot of luck. You have to be there at the right time. Yes, it takes lots of work and effort to actually set yourself up at the right time. But if you are purely making a lot of money from crypto investing, a lot of it's luck or timing. And this triply duply applies to you because, for example, I have businesses that make millions of dollars per month. So even if I mess this all up, I'm still able to generate cash. If you don't have that type of situation, which I don't assume you do, which is fine. I've been working in business for 15 years. It takes a certain amount of time to actually get to that point. You're not going to be able to rebuild this. And so this is your nest egg. And so what you want to do is you want to put in investments where you're going to get 5-8% back a year. 5% is probably where you want to put it at. Everyone at this point is going to be telling you, oh, hop into my investment scheme. It gives you 10% no risk safely. Oh, it gives you 20% risk safely. You're going to see all sorts of crypto schemes like that as well. Everybody that did that last run, even kept it in safe places like BlockFi, got wiped out. They lost all their gains. People that went and invested in the stock market at the top after exiting crypto, they lost all their gain because the stock market crashed right after crypto crashed. So people took all their crypto profits, put in the S&P 500, then took a nice 50% haircut on it. If they were in anything else outside the S&P 500, I think the S&P dipped like 20 something percent. And what we're likely going to see at the end of this is a universal asset bubble crash. And so you just want to hit a save point. Finally, the last thing I want you to think about when you're thinking about exiting is don't go for some big giant number. You need to look at certain points of liquidity and just take your money no matter what. So let me break this down for you. Because our goal right now is not to make insane money and make maximal profits. Your goal is to get to the next level of financial security in your life. So, for example, there's certain benchmarks like $500,000, $1 million, $5 million, $10 million. A lot of you guys, a good benchmark to aim for, and I'm not saying you're going to make this, okay? I don't think most people on this channel are going to make any money. Most of you are going to lose all your money. Your chance of making money in crypto is zero. You shouldn't be doing this, okay? It's just straight up gambling. But if you are one of the lucky ones, exit with $500,000, $1 million, or even more than $5 million, which does happen, you need to look at it like this. When Bitcoin gets to a certain point and you cross, let's say, $1 million portfolio or $500,000 portfolio, if you invest that in 5%, 6%, boring investments, that's going to get you $50,000 per year for the rest of your life. They will slowly grow to $60,000 a year, $70,000 a year, whatnot. That's going to give you financial security to actually start taking more risk and doing more things, or at least give you financial security on top of your job or whatever you're doing, be very comfortable. You do not want to lose that. Rule number one is get to that financial security point. I don't care if you could have made $2-3 million, because at the risk of making that $2-3 million is losing that $1 million you have and having financial security for the rest of your life. No, stop it. Do not get drunk. If you get to $1 million portfolio, $500,000 portfolio, just exit right away. Invest it in boring stuff that gets you income for the rest of your life. Then come back to the markets. Maybe take 10% of that, $100,000 of that million, something like that. Then try to get to the next level, which could be 2, 3 million, 5 million. And also understand where you're starting at. If you're starting with, let's say $10,000 in crypto right now, don't expect to get to $3 million. Expect maybe you to get a decent shot, maybe $300,000, $500,000. Don't be shooting for the moon, because that's just going to get you sent straight back to hell. You need to just aim for the next level of financial security for yourself. So you have $10,000, you get up to $300,000, $500,000, just take it. You start with $100,000, you get to $1 million, just take it. I don't care where you're at. Set yourself up, then come back and then try to go for the next level. So let's say you get to $1 million. Great. Take $900,000 out, invest it. Put $100,000 back in, try to gamble that to maybe $2-3 million. If you get to $3 million, take that out, put $300,000, $400,000 back in. Try and gamble with that. And so you're always going and saving your progress. Is this the way to exit it at maximal money? And are people going to call you lettuce hands and say, oh, you scared? Yes. All those people are going to lose all their money. And so that's my best advice to you. As soon as you get to these points, I don't care where the market is, just take it. For example, last bull run, one of my points was getting to a multiple 8-figure point. But I started with a lot of money in. I didn't just start with like 10,000 bucks. So don't think I just turned $5,000 into tons of money. Once I got to that point, I didn't care. I took profits, just ripped them all out, put them in nice, boring investments. And guess what? To this day, I still have that money. It's generating me passive income that pays for my entire lifestyle on top of the money I make for my businesses. and I'm beyond safe. Now, I could have rode that out and probably doubled it, even tripled it. Okay, great. But if I'd done that, I would have lost all those gains, just like everybody else. So when you get this money out, put in boring investments, don't put in some 10, 20% returns, no risk thing, and save your financial progress and then start over. It sucks to start over. You're gonna wanna keep, if you get to $1 million, you're gonna wanna keep $1 million in the market and then try to turn it into $3 million. That's how you lose it, and then you have to reset all the way back from the beginning. So as tempting as it is, take it out, put 10% back in, restart. And good benchmarks for that would be maybe $300,000, $500,000, $1 million. If you start with $1,000 in here and you're already broke as shit and you get to $100,000, take the money. Start over with $10,000 portfolio. I don't care. The goal here is to leave alive. Almost nobody leaves crypto alive or with any type of gains. If you have any type of gains whatsoever and you get to those financial benchmarks, just take them. I don't care. Don't listen to anything else I say in this channel. Don't listen to any of my picks. If you can just listen to one thing, that is the one piece of advice I will give you. Because making that 500,000, million bucks, and then getting an extra 50,000 bucks a year in passive income is going to change your life because you're safe forever. You're going to be able to be riskier with your job, with the things you take in life. You're going to have more options of jobs and risks you can take. If you want to start a business, that's going to give you room to actually have breathing room to start a business and actually have something pay for your bills while you work on starting your first business. It opens up everything and changes your entire life. The last thing you want to do is get up $1 million, lose 90% of it, and have to be stuck in the same situation you're at right now after wasting an entire year of your life in crypto and then playing the degenerate, awful game of trying to make money in the bear market and slowly watching all your money go to zero. That's what you need to do. So that's the video for today. I don't have anything else to add. If you want to see the coins and everything I think is going to pump, it's the last few videos on this channel. I'm not going to talk too much about pumpage in this video. I wanted to get this out here before we get drunk because people are going to get drunk, then they're going to lose all their money, and I would prefer not to see that happen to you. So that being said, this is the video. Follow me at ZSS Becker if you want to see coin picks and what I'm thinking about the market much quicker. I'll see you next video.